Our friends online would like to begin by making 3 prostrations. So it's wonderful to see you, Geshe. And even though Zoom is a pretty great tool to connect us to you and receive these precious teachings, it's just not quite like having you here, not at all. No. And so we'll continue making prayers and aspirations that by this time next year, it'll be safe for you to travel to the Abbey and we can, just get these teachings live in person from you. We'll continue to use the chat box as a question box. So please, if you have questions, use the chat box for that purpose. And if there is time, we'll get to those questions. There are 2 translations available in English of this text currently. There's an earlier one by Jeffrey Hopkins, and there's a new translation out by Thupten Jinpa. So this is a translation, a full translation of Geshe Tsong Khapa's Illumination of the Thought, Chandrakirti Supplement to the Middle Way. And this book is titled Illumination of Intent, an exposition of Chandrakirti's entering the Middle Way. So, and it's published by Wisdom. Thank you. So we'll begin with the prayers as soon as they're on the screen. Obeisance to my Guru and Protector Manjushri, who holds to his heart scripture symbolic of the sea, all things as they are, whose intelligence shines forth like the sun, unclouded by the obscurations, who teaches in 60 ways with the loving compassion of a parent for his only child. All wanderers caught in the prison of samsara, confused in the darkness of their ignorance, overwhelmed by the suffering. You, whose dragon thunder-like proclamation of Dharma arouses us from the stupor of our delusions and frees us from the iron chains of our karma, who wields the sword of wisdom, hewing down suffering wherever its sprouts appear, clearing away the darkness of ignorance. You, whose princely body is adorned with 112 marks of a Buddha, who has completed the stages achieving the highest perfection of Bodhisattva, who has been pure from the beginning. I bow down to you, O Manjushri. Om Manapasana. Om Manapasana. With the brilliance of your wisdom, O compassionate one, illuminate the darkness enclosing my mind, awaken my intelligence and wisdom that I may gain insight into the Buddha's words and texts that explain them. This ground anointed with perfume, flowers strewn Mount Meru, for land, sun, and moon, imagined as a Buddha land and offered to you. May all beings enjoy this pure land. Venerable holy gurus, in the the space of your truth body, from billowing clouds of your wisdom and love, let fall the rain of the profound and extensive Dharma, in whatever form is suitable for subduing sentient beings. Iram Guru Ratna Mandalakam Niryatayami. I take refuge until I have awakened in the Buddhas, the Dharma, and the Sangha. By the merit I create by listening to the Dharma, I will attain Buddhahood in order to benefit all sentient beings. I take refuge until I have awakened in the Buddhas, the Dharma, and the Sangha. By the merit I create by listening to the Dharma, I will attain Buddhahood in order to benefit all sentient beings. I take refuge until I have awakened in the Buddhas, the Dharma, and the Sangha. By the merit I create by listening to the Dharma, I will attain Buddhahood in order to benefit all sentient beings.
Okay. Yeah, I hope you hear me well enough. Okay, now I'm going to continue the topic that we left off yesterday. The line I was reading is that the dead and stream enterer does not conceive the true existence of these, and thereby think, I have attained the fruit, refers to his having not eliminated the object of conception of true existence. Okay, see here. So this is the explanation given by Tsong Khapa himself, explanation on the passage that was quoted from Dharmakata Sutra. Okay, so here the quotation is that I have attained the fruit. Okay, I have attained. See here. Okay, I have attained the fruit refers to his having not eliminated the main object of conception of true existence. Here. Okay. See here. I think okay. Okay. Here, okay, I think, let me see the actual sutra, okay. Sutra is here, okay. Okay, and Dharmakata Sutra. Okay, okay. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay, now it should be okay. Okay, now it should be okay. See, okay, the Dharmakata Sutra, okay. Shubhuti, I think, yeah, I'm quoting from Dharmakata Sutra, okay. Shubhuti, does a stream enter a thing? I have attained the fruit of a stream enterer. Shubhuti answers, okay, supermantan victor. It is not so, okay. So, okay. Superman, it is not so, okay. Why Superman Victor? He is called a stream. Why? Okay, Superman Victor. He is called a stream enterer because he has not entered anything. Okay, so this is the passage. Okay, that we are referring to. Okay, so this passage, this particular passage, is conveying that that I think the stream enterer does not conceive the true existence of the fruit, the level of stream enterer, and the attainer himself. Okay, thereby thinking that I have attained the fruit. Okay, so here stream enterer not conceiving the true existence of the fruit that he has attained, and the attainer himself means or refers to his having not eliminated, okay, main object of the conception, true existence. So therefore, therefore, this sutra is particularly saying that stream enterers are not conceiving, okay, stream enterers not thinking, okay, that I have attained the level of stream enterer, conceiving the true existence of the fruit and the eternal. Okay, so that means, okay, that refers to, okay, that means, okay, that means, okay, not having, okay, in the case of stream enterers, they do not think that they have attained the level of stream enterer without having eliminated the main object of conception of true existence. That's the meaning, okay. That's the meaning, okay. It refers to his having not eliminated the main object of the conception of true existence, okay. Thus, this statement does not indicate that he has no innate conception of true existence. On the basis of this, it can be understood with respect to the latter levels, okay. So also Tsong Khapa is saying that this should be, okay, applied to the later levels, such as once returners, never returners, and for destroyers. Okay, so even with the case of once more returners and never returners and for destroyers, they will never, okay, think of that they have attained such and such a fruit without having eliminated the main object of conception of true existence. Okay, so therefore, this passage from Dharmakata Sutra clearly shows hearer and soldier realizer superiors has attained wisdom realizing emptiness of inherent existence. Okay, that's the one thing. Okay. Then some Saudantraga, okay, some Saudantraga Madhyamikas explain this passage differently. Okay, so here some Saudantraga Madhyamika explain this passage refers to Kamalashila and Shantarakshita, or Shantarakshita, Kamalashila, and also what is this? We say in Sengesangpo in Tibetan. Okay, what is that in Sanskrit? It's very common. He is very, very famous, and we always, I think, how to say, rely on him when we, study Abhisamaya Alankara. Okay, what is that? I think his name would be shown somewhere here. I will tell.
Geshe Haribhadra.
Okay.
Haribhadra.
Haribhadra. Okay. Oh, yeah, yeah. Haribhadra. Okay. Yes, that's right. Thank you. Haribhadra. Okay. So, okay. So, yeah. So these, Saudadraga Madhyamikas, okay, explains this particular passage differently, meaning that, yeah, differently, meaning that they say that it does not mean that all this particular passage does not convey, according to them, this particular passage does not convey that all hearer and soul realizer superiors have achieved wisdom realizing inherent realizing emptiness of inherent existence. Rather, some of them have achieved wisdom realizing emptiness of uh, emptiness of true existence. Okay, but Prajnakara Mati Shinjung Lodu in Tibetan, Shinjung Lodu quotes it as a source showing that it is necessary to realize emptiness to progress to the here and so to realize the enlightenment. His interpretation is good. Yeah, it's good. Yes, this is very clear. Okay, because we are not just trying to group. Okay, with such with certain holders of tenet. Rather, we are how to say, if you remain unbiased, okay, without prejudice, remaining unbiased and without prejudice, we can say that his interpretation is good. Okay, because should be good. Okay, these scriptures only teach that if you lack the view of suchness, you cannot be free from cycle existence, and that to be free, this view is needed. Okay, these scriptures. Okay, these scriptures refers to three different scriptures. Okay, three different passages quoted from three different sutras. Okay, you cannot be free from. Okay, now this is no scholar asserts that here and soul realizer for destroyers are not liberated from the fetters of cyclic existence, and furthermore, such an assertion is not tenable. Okay, so okay, so three quotations. Okay, Adhyashaya Sutra, Thakbe Sambatembe Shiva in Tibetan. Adhyashaya Sutra on the miserliness of one in trance, that is Papa Samden Pyugyudo, Dharmakata Sutra, Dojujoba. So these three sutras. Okay, thus these scriptures clearly teach that hearers and souls realize the absence of inherent existence of phenomena. Okay, so does these refers to three different passages. Okay, clearly teach that hearers and souls realize the absence of inherent existence of phenomena. Okay, so I will just go over it just briefly. Okay, just to make sure that we have got the real meaning. Yeah. The quoted from Adhyasha Sutra shows that, the quoted passage from Adhyasha Sutra in Tibetan Laksam Tembe, Labre Samba Tembe Shubha. Okay, so the quoted passage from Adhyasha Sutra shows that hearer and soul realizer superiors have attained wisdom realizing emptiness of inherent existence. Okay, because if they did not, okay, if they did not, okay, achieved such a realization, okay, then they would, okay, they would contemplate on the attributes such as impermanence, ugliness, problematic nature, selflessness, and emptiness. Okay, emptiness, I can say emptiness, coarse emptiness in this case. Okay. They would contemplate on those attributes, conceiving aggregates as truly existent. Okay. Okay. So if if that happened, okay, then it would follow that it would follow, okay. I think in this case, if that happened, okay, then it wouldn't be tenable, okay. Then it will not be tenable, okay. Okay, it would not be tenable, okay, because okay, because here, because in this case here, okay, conceiving aggregates as truly existent just simply means without having eliminated main object of conception of true existence. Okay. Okay. So and okay, and here and soldier realize superiors do not meditate on the such attributes as attributes such as impermanence and so on. Conceiving, okay, aggregates as truly existent is, I think, likened. Okay, because I think, let me say this, because I think meditating on, I think, here and soldier realizes superiors meditating on attributes such as impermanence and so on, conceiving aggregates as truly existent is likened, okay, to that I think magical woman or the woman that is created by magician. Okay, I think let me say it's English. Reverse. Meditating would be better, or contemplating on impermanence and so on, impermanence and so on. Contemplating, I think, impermanence and so on, with holding, I think, that particular woman created by magician as real woman. Okay, so therefore, the Adhyasya Sutra shows or indicates that such meditation is such meditation, okay, is not unmistaken meditation. Rather, it is a mistaken. Okay, rather it is a mistaken meditation, erroneous consciousness, okay, Lower Shuba is wrongly, okay, wrongly entered into it, okay, or wrongly engaged in it. So therefore, it is impossible for superior hearers and solitary. It is impossible for hearer and solitary realizer superiors to have, I think, meditative contemplation that is erroneous or that is mistaken in terms of engaging in its referent object. Okay, so that's the I think real point here. Okay, so and then sutra on the miserliness of one in trance. Okay, the second quotation. Okay, second quotation. Okay, also shows that that lesser vehicle superiors have achieved wisdom realizing emptiness of inherent existence. Okay, because it clearly shows that it clearly shows that if one does not ascertain ascertain the Four Noble Truths in reality, then one would not. There's no way for oneself to be liberated from cyclic existence. Okay, and also this particular passage shows that knowing Four Noble Truths in reality is to know absence of inherent existence of Four Noble Truths. Okay, truth. Okay, so okay, so here okay, no, and in this particular passage, okay, it also shows that if one does not know Four Noble Truths in reality, one cannot be liberated from cyclic existence. Okay, and yes, okay, if one does not know, okay, if one does not know Four Noble Truths in reality, one cannot achieve, okay, liberation from cyclic existence. Okay, by the way that in the way, I think I think okay, this is a little bit long one. Okay, yeah, I think I will say step by step. This particular passage, okay, also shows that if one does not know the Four Noble Truths in reality, one cannot be free from cyclic existence. Okay, in the sense, I think, in the sense that if one does not know Four Noble Truths in reality, and just simply knowing course 16 attributes of, okay, and just practicing knowing merely knowing, I think, merely knowing course 16 attributes of course Four Noble Truths, and keeping habituating, keeping habituating oneself to, I think, these 16 attributes will only lead oneself to temporarily ceasing, I think, afflict emotions that are indicated in Abbey Dharmakata Sutra and Abbey Abhidharma Samuchaya, okay. Written by Asanga, okay. Okay, shown, okay, indicated in Abhidharma, okay, Abhidharma treatises. And the same is true, I think, just only, holding, I think, temporarily holding course of the emotions, okay. And then, okay, so then, okay, when, okay, I think, then not, okay, and then, okay, let me say, then once they have, I think, once they achieved such quality, okay, they would think that now I must have achieved nirvana. I must be a force destroyer, okay. And then eventually, when death approaches, okay, with their clairvoyance, they see that, oh, I will be taking rebirth, okay. They will see, they will take rebirth, okay. Then as a result of seeing that they will, how to say, reborn, they will be reborn in a cycle of existence, they will create some kind of doubt about Buddha Shakyamuni's all-knowing, okay. Oh, maybe he does not have all-knowing, okay, because he showed this path to us, and I have practiced this for long, and I've actualized yoga direct perception of 16 attributes, and also habituated, getting habituated to it for so long, and also I have holded those negative emotions. So Buddha must not be true, I think, or whatever true, I think, true whatever he said, okay, and he must have some misconception about, okay, mechanisms of such factors. So this okay, this by this, okay, by thinking this, okay, he is creating a lot of negative non-virtuous karma or action, okay. By this non-virtuous karma, he will be reborn, okay, in a hell realm, okay. So this is clearly, okay, what I have just said is clearly, okay, shown, okay, in the sutra on the miserliness of one in trance, okay. So therefore, this passage, okay, clearly shows that here in solitary realizer, superiors have attained wisdom realizing emptiness of inherent existence. Okay. Now, okay, now I think, okay, I think just maybe here, when I say this is the summary, okay. If I go into it a little bit detail, okay, I would like to describe some, I think, some more about it. See here, knowing Four Noble Truths in reality, okay. So what is knowing Four Noble Truths in reality? Buddha says, I think, Manjushri, he who sees all products, okay, has not produced no suffering thoroughly, okay. I think this is good to translate into I think normal language or demystified language, I think. So this is kind of obscure, okay. Yeah, this is Buddha's statement, so it's very heavy, okay. So we need to, how to say, dissect it, okay, and we need to know everything within inside it, okay. And then very, how to say, useful for us, okay. Buddha says, Manjushri, he who sees all products as not produced knows suffering thoroughly, okay. So here, suffering thoroughly means ultimate nature of suffering, okay. Buddha says, Manjushri, he who sees all products as not produced knows suffering thoroughly. Here, I think all products in Tibetan version is duji tamje in Tibetan, okay, duji tamje. It just refers to all compounded things, okay, all compounded things. Duji tamje. Okay, all products as not produced, okay. So it means all products such as, we need to know, all products such as, including truth of suffering as not inherently produced. Okay, so this is the meaning. All products, including the truth of suffering as not inherently produced. He who sees, one who sees all products, including suffering as not inherently produced, knows suffering thoroughly means truth of suffering, or ultimate nature of suffering. Okay, ultimate nature of suffering. Okay, then he who sees all phenomena as sourceless, has abandoned the source of suffering. Okay, means he who see all phenomena, including causes of suffering, as not inherently come up. I think here sourceless is a little bit. In Tibetan version is jua meba. Jua means to come up. Jua meba means not come up, not coming up, or not come up. Okay, so here he who see all phenomena such as causes of suffering as not inherently come up has abandoned the source of suffering. Okay, that's the meaning. He who sees all phenomena, including I think, causes of suffering as not inherently come up, has abandoned, means has not come up. Okay, when whoever sees all phenomena, including causes of suffering as not inherently come up, knows knows, okay, the ultimate nature of causes of suffering. Okay, okay, and then he who sees them as utterly passed beyond sorrow has actualized cessation. Okay, here, okay, he who sees them as utterly past means them in all phenomena. He who sees all phenomena as utterly past beyond sorrow. Here, sorrow translated sorrow in Tibetan. Okay, I think okay. Here doesn't matter, but sorrow here refers to inherent existence or true existence. Okay, sorrow is not conventional sorrow here. Okay, so this means he who sees all phenomena as utterly past beyond inherently existent phenomena has actualized cessation. Okay, that means that. Oh yeah. So this is also talking in terms of whoever actualized cessation. Okay, so those sentient beings or those superior beings has attained cessation. Okay, has actualized cessation. So they have they have actualized cessation because they have seen, or they have seen all phenomena utterly past, beyond, utterly past, beyond, okay, inherently existent phenomena, okay. That simply means all phenomena, including cessation, okay, are seen as empty of inherent existence. Okay, that's the meaning. Okay. Then finally, he who sees all phenomena as totally unproduced has cultivated the path. Okay, he who sees all phenomena, he who hear all phenomena, including path to nirvana, as totally unproduced means totally unproduced, means that totally inherently unproduced. Okay, inherently unproduced. He who sees all phenomena, including path to nirvana, as inherently totally unproduced, has cultivated the path. Okay, so that's cultivated the path means habituated with the path, or meditated upon path, has meditated upon the path. Okay, so again this also is spoken in terms of superior beings who have attained the path, attained noble path. Okay, the path among the Four Noble Truths. That is a noble path. That is the noble path. Then third one is Dharmakata Sutra. Okay. Dharmakata Sutra. Okay. The passage from Dharmakata Sutra also shows that stream enterer has eliminated the main object of conception of true existence. Okay. Because if he did not eliminate eliminated the main object of conception of true existence, and then when he thinks that I have attained the level of stream enterers, okay, he would I think it should follow that he should be conceiving the level of stream enterer and stream enterer himself as truly existent with, I think, with I think with I think with reasoning. Okay, that is clear. With reasoning. In other words, it would follow that stream enterer artificially conceiving that the fruit or the level of stream enterer and stream enterer himself as truly existent. Okay, so that should not that is contradictory to that assertion. Okay, is contradictory to the reality, because stream enterer is a superior being, and superior being, okay, and he has, okay, eliminated, not only, he has abandoned the seeds of artificial conception of true existence, okay. So therefore, okay, so therefore, the passage from Dharmakata Sutra clearly shows that hearer and soul realizer, superior beings, okay, have, I think, have achieved wisdom realizing emptiness of inherent existence, okay. Okay, then, okay, so therefore here, okay, here, okay, in the Dharmakata Sutra, okay, I think here in the that an extreme enterer does not conceive the true existence of these, and thereby I think I have attained the fruit. Okay, I think this is the Tsong Khapa's illumination of thought. Okay, so I think let me see the passage once again here. Okay. There must be, okay. So therefore, okay. So therefore, okay. I think in short, I think in this regarding the passage quoted from Dharmakata Sutra, okay. If that, if it means that, if the passage means, okay, if this passage means that conceiving, okay, conceiving that I have attained the level of stream enterer, okay, or okay, okay, here, okay, Dhammarjiman, conceiving, I think conceiving that I have attained level of stream enterer, okay. I think that truly, I think I should say, this is the, so this passage, okay, that truly, I think, thinking that I think that I have attained the level of stream enterer, okay. So in this sense, okay, I have truly attained the level of stream enterer, okay. So this, okay, I have, okay, you need to qualify this by okay, by I think true existence, okay. So this thinking, okay, this I have attained the level of stream enterer here refers to means I have inherently attained the level of stream enterer, okay. So this, okay, this does not refer to, okay, innate notion of true existence, or not having, okay, eliminated main object of conception of true existence. So therefore here, when we say conceiving true existence, conceiving psychophysical aggregates as true existent, or not conceiving psychophysical aggregates as truly existence simply refers to, okay, or are just are just assigned as whether having eliminated the main object of main object of the conception of true existence, or not having, okay, whether having eliminated the main object of main object of conception of true existence, or not having eliminated the main object of conception of true existence. That's the meaning. Okay, I think it should be clear now. So here, okay, conceiving aggregates or conceiving the level of stream enterer as truly existence, or not conceiving them as truly existent, are assigned as whether having eliminated the main object of conception of true existence, or not having eliminated the main object of conception of true existence. Okay. So now let's go after this. There are many other sources such as the Great Mother Perfection of Wisdom Sutras and so forth. But fearing too many words, I will not cite them. Okay, so many. Okay, yeah, there are many. Yes, so many. Great Mother Perfection of Wisdom Sutras. Okay, so now the second division, source in treatises and in Lower Vehicle Sutras. Nagarjuna's precious garland says, as long as the aggregates are misconceived or conceived, intermittent, this is the okay. As long as the aggregates are conceived, okay. Aggregates are conceived. So long is their conception of an I. When this okay, when this conception of an I exists, okay, there is action again, okay. From that again is birth. Okay. I think okay. Yeah, this means means what I think we will the description will come after this, okay. So we will deal with this afterwards, okay. With these, from that action again is birth. With these three pathways in mutual causation, without a beginning, a middle, or an end, this will of cyclic existence turns like the wheel of a firebrand. Okay. So because this will is not obtained from self, other, or from both in the past, the present, or the future. And I ceases endeavor, action, and I think adherence to an I thesis would be better. Okay, I will, or from both in the past, the present, or the future. The conception of an I thesis. Maybe the adherence to an I thesis, and thereby action and rebirth. Okay, unquote. So Okay, so now, Jisi Pumbu Jiniva means that as long as the aggregates are conceived, means again, okay, it is also spoken in terms of not having eliminated the main object of conception of true existence. Okay, so let's say that living beings, okay, who have not attained wisdom realizing emptiness. Okay, so in such situation, okay, those sentient beings, whenever those sentient beings, okay, generate in the notion of inherent existence of aggregates, okay, uh, aggregates, okay, aggregates, they will instinctively, I think, generate in that notion of inherent existence of self, okay, and then as a consequence of these, okay, uh, so long as there when this conception of an I exists, there is action again. That means, okay, there is action again. Okay, action. The second one, second factor within within the 12 links of dependent arising. The second factor, which is compositional activity. Okay, compositional activity arises. So this means it does not mean, okay, it does not mean whoever generate uh, I think, in that notion of inherent existence of self generates compositional activity. Okay, rather it should be construed. I think that in the case of sentient beings who have not eliminated the main object of conception to existence, or who have not achieved wisdom realizing emptiness of inherent existence, then whenever they, how to say, conceive aggregates as inherently existent, they naturally or just instinctively tend to apprehend inherently existent. Okay, then, as I said earlier, then you will create attachment towards your happiness or happiness. Okay, and then afterwards, the happiness or pleasant, mm, pleasant feeling or pleasant, how to say, yeah, mm, yeah, yeah, okay, happiness, okay, for the time, happiness, okay. So this happiness cannot be achieved, okay, without faculties, your own psychophysical aggregates. So your own psychophysical aggregates and faculties are means to achieve faculties.
Hello, Geshe-la. We lost you for about the last 2 minutes. Could you repeat what you just have in about the last 2 minutes? Thank you.
Oh, it's terminal. Oh, I see. Okay, okay. Connection is not stable. I see. Is it here or there? Okay, here. Oh, I see. Okay, I will repeat. Okay. Yeah, as I said earlier, okay. Okay. Once you have not, okay. Once you have generated, I think. Once you have generated, okay. Once you generate, I mean, once you, this, I'm talking about this, as long as the aggregates, as long as the aggregates are misconceived, so long is their misconception of an I. When this conception of an I exists, there's action again. Okay, so these 4 lines. Okay, these 3 lines. Okay, I'm talking about these 3 lines. Okay, first 3 lines from Nagarjuna's precious garland. Okay, so this first 3 lines are spoken in terms of not having eliminated the main object of conception of true existence. Okay, so that means this is spoken in terms of sentient beings who have not achieved wisdom realizing emptiness of inherent existence. Okay, so sentient beings who have never achieved, who have not achieved wisdom realizing emptiness. Okay, whenever those in the case of such sentient beings, whenever they create or generate conception of inherent existence of aggregates, they would instinctively generate conception of inherent existence of self. Okay, and then after that, they will instinctively tend to generate attachment towards oneself. Okay, attachment towards oneself. Then, as a consequence of generating attachment towards oneself, they generate attachment to happiness. Okay, but happiness cannot be achieved without relying on their psychophysical aggregates and faculties. Okay, so therefore they naturally or instinctively, okay, generate attachment towards, how to say, psychophysical aggregates and faculties, which are means of achieving happiness for themselves. Okay, and then as a result of this, okay, they run. Okay, they run for, okay, searching. They run, okay, day or night. I think day in and day out, they run, searching for, okay, means of achieving happiness. That means constantly accumulating compositional activities. Okay, that will in turn propel themselves into future cyclic lives. Okay, so that's the, okay. So therefore, okay, this is the meaning. There's action again. From that action, again, is birth. Okay, this is very clear. With these three pathways in mutual cessation, without a beginning, a middle, or an end. Okay, three pathways. Okay, we are running through these three paths. Okay, without having, without I think, without getting a short period of moment, freed from this cycle. Three pathways. Okay, three pathways are afflictive. I think afflictive emotions. Okay, compositional activities and resultant factors. Okay, with respect to the resultant factors, there are 7 resultant factors. Okay, okay. So these three pathways in mutual cessation. Mutual cessation here means that, okay, visual cessation without beginning, a middle, or an end. Without beginning means that, on one hand, you can also understand this. Without beginning means that these three, pathways has no beginning. There's no beginning to these three pathways. Okay, that is the one meaning. Okay, another meaning is that because these three pathways are like hens and eggs. Hens and eggs. Which one is first? Which one is second? We cannot tell. Okay, like that. See, three pathways. They are mutually resulting in each other, or they are causing each other. For instance, I think afflictive emotions result in compositional activities. Compositional activities result in 7 resultant factors. Seven resultant factors in turn result in afflictive emotions. Afflictive emotions again in turn, okay, result in compositional activities. So therefore, there's no beginning in the sense that they're just spinning or cycling, okay, from the beginningless time, and not there's no any, how to say, definite temporal sequence. Okay. And then if there's no beginning, then there wouldn't be a middle, and then there wouldn't be an end in this case. Okay, okay. There's no, okay, I think there's no beginning is the, okay. Then there's no middle, there's no an end, means that no middle, no end means it's not definite. Okay, sometimes this is here, sometimes this is there. Okay, sometimes this is first, sometimes this is a middle, sometimes this is an end. So therefore, there's no definite, okay, middle, or there's no definite an end. Sometimes this could be a beginning. Sometimes this could be a middle. Sometimes this could be an end, okay? Because, these three pathways are cycling, okay? Cycling without having, I think, without having temporal sequence, okay? Definite, I think, without having definite temporal sequence, okay? Okay. So, okay, now, okay, then this wheel also turns like the wheel of firebrand, okay? because this will is not obtained from self, okay, this will means refers to just psychic existence, okay, not obtained from self, okay. From self is that self production, okay. Self production, okay. They are not self produced. That means 12 factors of dependent arisings are not self produced. They are not produced by here. The second one is I think production from others. Production from others, just term, okay. That means they are not inherently produced by others, okay. And then from both, okay. So these 12 factors of dependent arising are not okay produced from both, okay, from both of those, from both of them. And in the past, the present, or the future means that 12 factors of dependent arisings do not arise inherently, or do not inherently arise in the future, at the present, as well as in the past. So here, future, okay. Future and present, future and past, okay. When we say these three times, okay, it just, you can say, if this is, okay, if we are dealing with a certain 12 factors of dependent arising, then when that that factor of dependent arising arises, okay, that is the present time, okay. So with respect to it, the time of it, okay, we can say the future and then past. The future would be okay, later on, okay. The past would be, yeah, okay, the earlier, okay, earlier than that, okay. So therefore, these two links of dependent arising do not inherently arise in the past, okay. In the past means after this dependent arising. At present means during this. And in the future means, okay. Future, yeah, this is very clear. It's clear. I think I don't need to explain this, okay. Okay, now, so, okay. Okay, so the first two lines teach, okay, here. The first two lines teach that as long as there is a conception of the true existence of mental and physical aggregates, a view of the transitory collection that conceives a truly existent, okay, a truly existent I arises, okay. This indicates that in order to extinguish the view of the transitory completely, okay, it is necessary to extinguish, okay, the conception of that the mental and physical aggregates truly existence, okay. So this indicates, okay, first two lines indicate that as long as there is a conception of the true existence of mental and physical aggregates, okay, a view of the transitory collection that consists of truly existent I arises, okay. So this indicates that in order to extinguish the view of the transitory completely, okay, it is necessary to extinguish the conception of that the mental and physical aggregates truly existence, okay. On this basis, it can be known that hearer and solitary realizer, four destroyers, also totally abandon the conception that the aggregates truly exist. Okay. Yeah, this is very clear. Okay, because if they have not, okay, if they did not, if four destroyers did not totally abandon the conception that the aggregates truly exist, then they would generate, okay, in that notion of in the notion that conceives a truly existent, okay, truly existent of I, true existence of I, okay. Then it would follow that there must be four destroyers who have wrong view of transitory collection, okay, wrong view of the transitory collection, okay. So, okay, wrong view of the transitory collection, okay, jikta, or wrong view of a person, okay, the self of a person, wrong view conceiving a self of a person, okay. Then it would also follow that four destroyers, okay, four destroyers are also accumulating compositional activities, and also you also need it would also follow that they will take rebirth by the force of contaminated activities. Okay, so since the referent object of the view of the transitor is not eliminated until the referent object of the conception of true existence is eliminated, the personal selflessness known in both lower vehicles and great vehicle schools of tenets is a refutation of only a coarse self of persons. Refutation, okay, I think elimination of only a coarse self of person, or just negation of only a coarse self of persons would be, to me, would be more suitable or clearer. Okay, it is understood. Okay, it should be understood. It is understood that this is not the subtle selflessness of persons. Okay. Okay, so is that, yeah, should be, I think it should be clear. Okay. Some hold that in the master Chandrakya system, hearers and soldiers realize a selflessness of persons which is similar to that of the other schools. Some hold that in the master Chandrakya system, hearers and soldiers realize a selflessness of persons which is similar to that of the other schools. Okay. They thereupon propound a difference between hearers and soldiers realize in that hearers do not realize the coarse selflessness of phenomena, whereas solitary realizers do. Okay. They have not understood Chandrakirti's system well, because his commentary says that those who lack the view of suchness could not even realize the selflessness of the persons. Okay, this is very clear when we talk about last year. I think we have three reasonings. Okay, three reasonings provided by Chandrakirti in his auto commentary on Madhyamika Avatara of three reasonings. The third one, third one is that if four destroyers did not have, I think, wisdom realizing emptiness of inherent existence, then they wouldn't be able to, or they would not, I think, ascertain complete emptiness of self of, I think, complete absence of, I think, complete absence of self of persons. So there are some, there are some are saying this is, some hold that. So they are still, I think, they are within Tibetan schools. It's not Indian schools. It's just Tibetan schools. Tibetan have some. But it's not Indian schools. Now the next two lines of Nagarjuna, Precious Kalin, teach that due to the presence of the view of the transitory as real and mine. Next two lines. And the next two lines. Of Nagarjuna's Precious Kalin teach that due to the presence of the view of the transitory as real. As real I and mine. Actions binding one to cycle existence are accumulated, and through the force of these actions, one is born in cycle existence. Third and fourth lines. This is said in terms of someone who has not come to eliminate rather than disbelieve. Eliminate the referent object of the conception that the mental and physical aggregates truly exist. So I think this is clear. This should be clear. I have described this many times. I think this is not applicable in general to one who merely possesses the view of the transitory as real. This is not applicable in general to one who merely possesses the view of the transitory as real I and mine, because this view is present. This view is present through the seventh ground. From accumulation path to seventh ground. But from the first ground, a bodhisattva does not take rebirth by power of contaminated actions. Here I think. So once you have attained wisdom directly, I think, wisdom directly realizing emptiness of inherent existence, then there's no more occasion or no more, I think, there's no more occasion, I think, occasion where you would, I think, accumulate contaminated compositional activity. So the measure of accumulating contaminated compositional activity is that as long as you are under the influence of negative emotions, you are subject, you are subject to accumulate. You are subject, I think, you are subject to accumulate accumulate compositional activities, cyclic compositional activities. So even though Bodhisattva superiors who are on first ground, the second ground, or third ground, even though they generate, in that notion of inherent existence of self and phenomena, but they are not, how to say, they are not, they are not dominated. They are not overpowered by such notions. Rather, the Bodhisattvas who are on the first ground or second or third grounds, have potential to control, those negative emotions. Even though such negative emotions arises in the continuums of such superiors, they are not as poisonous as ours. Their negative emotions are likened. Bodhisattva superiors, Bodhisattvas who are on the first ground or second ground or third ground. Their negative emotions, such as the view of transitory collection or view of self of phenomena, are poisonous, but not that not powerful. To overpower, Bodhisattvas. Rather, they are kept under their control. Because if Bodhisattvas wants to, such Bodhisattvas, those Bodhisattvas who are on the first ground, the second ground, or third ground onwards, if they really want to abandon the seeds of innate notion of inherent existence of phenomena, rather quickly they can do. Because they are not doing this consciously. They are consciously not doing this because they are very dedicated. They are very dedicated to the welfare of all sentient beings, and they are therefore, collecting skillful means, collecting skillful means is more important, more important than than engaging in the absorption of emptiness, absorption into the emptiness. Then engaging in the absorption into the emptiness, or then engaging in the insight into the emptiness. So now I think, so it is all. I think I remember I said this earlier last year. All the positive, good qualities, be it belonging to realizations, or be it belonging to cessation, all of those good qualities that have achieved by hero and solitary realizer for destroyers have been, have been contained in the continuums of Bodhisattvas who are on the first ground and onwards. That is very important. Okay, now this is not applicable in general. Okay, now these passages, okay, these passages indicate that if you lack cultivation of the view of suchness, you can extinguish the view of the transitory as real I and mine. If you have no practice other than the paths of the 16 attributes of the Four Noble Truths, impermanence, and so forth, the afflicted emotions cannot be completely abandoned. Okay. Okay. So, okay. So, if you have no practice other than the parts of the 16 attributes, okay, 16 attributes. In here, in this case, 16 attributes should be understood in terms of course 16 attributes. Okay, I think course 16 attributes is like this: impermanence, the character of impermanence. Okay, itself is not different. Okay, from the character of impermanence that is posited or that is set forth by Prasangika Madhyamika system. Okay. But here the coarse impermanence means the correct character of impermanence, which is how to say, which
Hello, Geshe-la, we lost you again, this time maybe for 3 minutes. So can we ask you to go back again?
no, today internet is so unreliable.
You were describing coarse impermanence when we lost connection.
I see. Okay. Okay. Now, okay. Now it's okay. Good. Connection is impermanent. Connection. Okay. So, course. Okay. When we okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Here. Okay. Impermanence. Okay. Okay. The line is here. You have not. If you have no practices other than the parts of the 16 attributes of the Four Noble Truths. Okay. Impermanence and so forth. Okay. See here. Okay. This here. Okay. 16 attributes. Okay. If you have no practice practices other than the parts of the 16 attributes. Here, in this case, 16 attributes refers to the core 16 attributes. Okay, so the core 16 attributes. Okay, now within the core 16 attributes, the first one is impermanence. Okay, impermanence. Okay, impermanence. So impermanence. So character of impermanence. With regard to the character of impermanence, okay, there's no any difference between okay what is posited by Prasangika Madhyamika system and Chitamatra, okay, Chitamatras or Sodantrika Madhyamikas, okay, Rangyuba. But here when we say coarse impermanence, okay, coarse impermanence, okay, when we say coarse impermanence, okay, coarse impermanence is attributed, okay, attributed to contaminated psychophysical aggregates, okay, that is propelled and fulfilled by common afflictive emotions, okay, common afflictive emotions such as innate notion of substantial existence of self-sufficiency, okay, substantial existence of self-sufficiency, okay, substantial self-sufficiency, self-sufficiency or substantial existence of self, okay, for the time being, okay, in the notion of substantial existence of self, as well as attachment, okay, that is how to say, that is generated, okay, by notion of substantial existence of self, okay. So that's the coarse impermanence character, coarse character of impermanence, okay. Then impermanence, then okay, I think, and also problematic nature, okay, also the character of problematic nature. I think character of problematic nature per se there's no, I think, with regard to character of problematic nature, there's no any difference, okay, difference. What is posited, okay, what is posited by Prasangika Madhyamika school system and Chittamatras, okay, and but rather, okay, now then this coarse, I think, coarse problematic nature means coarse problematic nature is attributed, okay, to the psychophysical aggregates that I think that is propelled and fulfilled by common afflictive emotions, okay. Then selflessness and emptiness. Selflessness is again absence of self-sufficiency. Emptiness is that absence of I think Dagiwa is mine, okay. Inherent absence of self-sufficiently existent mind. Absence of self-sufficient absence of, I think, absence of self-sufficiently existent mind, I think. That's the course emptiness. So, as I said earlier, the character, okay, four characters of Four Noble Truths are truth. The four characters of Four Noble Truths do not have common locus, okay? Common locus. There's no common locus between them. Whereas four characters of causes of suffering are same. And also four attributes of truth of cessation. Four attributes of truth of path are also same, okay? So this is also good to know and also distinguish, or good to distinguish between them. Distinguish them, I mean, okay. Okay, now, yeah. And then also the course for attributes of causes of suffering, okay. These are assigned, I think, in terms of coarse affective emotions and compositional activities which are motivated by coarse affective emotions, okay. And then cessation, okay. Cessation, as I said earlier, coarse cessation is temporary hold of coarse afflictive emotions, okay. And coarse path is, coarse path here is meditative, I think, meditative I think, contemplation, I think, meditative contemplation of course 16 attributes, okay. So these are course 16 attributes, okay. Then, okay, now, okay. Okay, now, here are the, okay, now where's okay, now, thus once an uncommon selflessness of persons is posited, okay, this once an uncommon selflessness of persons is posited, yes, it has been already posited, okay. It would be a great mistake to live as it is the presentation of the affective emotions, identifying the view of the transitory as real I and mine and so forth in accordance with only the common selflessness of persons. Okay, this is very clear, okay. One would not have delineated this uncommon system of tenets. How could this king of wise men be mistaken about this? Okay, I think this is very clear, quite clear, okay. Some of the Chandrakirti's followers do not understand that he established this system explaining that hearers and soldiers realize the selflessness of phenomena. Such followers do not even generate a thought, wondering whether or not he has an uncommon way of positing the afflicted emotions. They merely have faith in his system, okay? Using this as an example, you should examine well many other such occurrences, okay? Okay, now we can stop here. I think we can go through some questions, I think. If there are some questions, please.
You say that the four characteristics of true sufferings doesn't have a common locus. Can you explain why?
Oh yeah. Impermanence, okay. Characteristic of impermanence, okay. Characteristic of impermanence means it should be a non-associated compositional factor, okay. Characteristic of impermanence must be non-compositional, as non-associated compositional factor. And also, what is that? The characteristic of problematic nature also must be a non-associated compositional factor. And the other two, okay, must be mere negation, non-affirming negations, okay. Emptiness and selflessness must be non-affirming negations. Characteristic of, we should say, characteristic of impermanence and characteristic of problematic nature are separate, or there's no common locus between them, okay?
Geshe-la, can you explain the paragraph that comes after the Nagarjuna's quote from Precious Garland? It's actually 2 paragraphs after the quotation. It starts with, since the referent of the object of the view of the transitory is not disbelieved. It seems to go on to say that the hearers and solitary realizers only realize the core self of persons, and that they don't realize the subtle self of persons. But this would seem to undercut the argument that they realize emptiness of the persons in the self or phenomena.
Okay, okay. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. I can find this. Okay. Some hold that in the master, you mean in the master Chandrika system, hears and so realize selflessness of persons, which is similar to that of the other schools. You mean this? There are
The paragraph right
difference
above
between. There are one profound difference between hearers and soldiers realize in that hearers do not realize core selflessness of phenomena. You mean this? Where
It's
soldiers
the one
realize
right above it. The paragraph right above it. It starts with since the reference.
since the referent object. Oh, I see. No. Okay. Yeah. Since the referent object of the view of the translator is not eliminated until the referent object of the conception of true existence is. Yeah, that's right. This is true. Yeah. Referent object of the view of the translator is not. Okay. Until, I think. Until, okay, the referent object of the view of the translator is not eliminated. Okay. Object of view of the translator is not limited. Since the referent object of the view of the translator is not eliminated until the referent, eliminated until the referent object of the conception of true existence is. Yeah, that's right. In order to, I think, eliminate the referent object of the view of the transitory, in order to eliminate the referent object of the view of the transitory, you must eliminate the referent object of the conception of true existence, okay? Because the absence of, I think, the absence of the referent object of the view of the transitory is the emptiness, okay, is the emptiness of inherent existence, subtle emptiness of the inherent existence. The personal selflessness known in, so both, is that your question? So now here,
in the paragraph before it, it sounds like it's describing how hearers and solitary realizer, foe destroyers, totally abandon truly existent I. And here it sounds like they only realize they abandon the coarse I, not the truly existent. I just don't know what they're making here.
Since the referent object of view of the transitory is not limited until the, this is okay. Okay, now I will read again. This, it is necessary to extinguish, okay, the conception that the mental and physical aggregates truly exist, okay. On this basis, okay. In order to extinguish the view of the transitory completely, okay, it is necessary to extinguish the conception that the mental and physical aggregates truly exist. Okay, that's clear. Okay, on this basis, okay, it can be known that here in solitary realizer, four destroyers also totally abandon the conception that the aggregates truly exist. This is also clear, I think. In order to extinguish the view of the transitory completely, okay, it is necessary to extinguish the conception that the mental and physical aggregates truly exist, okay. That means in order to extinguish the view of the transitory completely, one needs to extinguish conception of inherently existence of mental and physical aggregates, okay. So therefore, based on this, okay, we come to know that here and solitary realizer for destroyers also totally abandon the conception that the aggregates truly exist, okay. So, okay, in order to extinguish the view of the transitory completely, one needs to extinguish the conception of truly existence of psychophysical aggregates, okay. So based on this, we can come to note that hearer and solitary realizer for destroyers also have abandoned the conception that the aggregates truly exist, okay. That's one portion. Now, since the referent object of the view of the transitory is not limited until the referent object of the concept of true existence is limited, the personal self is not. This is different. Okay, different subject. Okay. Since the referent object of the view of the transitory is not eliminated until the referent object of the concept of true existence is eliminated, the personal selflessness, okay, means kansakidami in Tibetan, personal selflessness, known in lower vehicle, okay, known lower vehicle and great vehicle schools means Vaibhashika, Sotrantika, also Chitramatrins, and also Southern Triga Madhyamikas, okay. Schools of tennis is a refutation, okay. The personal self is known in both lower vehicle and great vehicle schools of tennis is a refutation of only a coarse set of persons. Okay. It is understood that this is not the subtle selflessness of person. I think should be clear. Okay, next.
Someone is asking online that does it mean that during the first turning of the wheel, nobody achieved arhatship of either hero or solitary realizer?
Oh, no. Yeah, it is said that during the first turning wheel of the Dharma, okay, we can, yeah, it is said that 5 disciples, okay, had achieved, I think, arhatship, okay, and not only that, according to the sutra, there are also 80,000 gods, okay, 80,000 gods who are also said to have achieved arhatship during the first turning of wheel of Dhamma. During first turning of wheel of Dhamma, I think. First turning of wheel of Dhamma. Okay, this is what order. Okay. Yeah, during first turning of wheel of the Dhamma. Okay, so yeah, and also this is this, I mean, it's not merely according to the verbal transmission, something like that, but it is actually mentioned in sutra. Okay, sutra, the first wheel of Dharma sutra. Lensum Namdan Chajuni means that 3 times. Namdan Chajuni means 12 different, how to say, parts, I think. Each time such and such disciple had achieved such and such level. So they are very, how to say, I think it is in that sutra, it is clearly mentioned that during such and such point of teaching, the disciples, that the 5 disciples, those 5 disciples achieved, okay, having achieved, okay. I think this sutra has clearly mentioned, okay, those disciples, 5 disciples, had achieved arhatship, okay. So very, very detailed, okay. In the sutra also mentioned the point of the word. At this point of the word, this disciple achieved part of seeing. This disciple achieved part of meditation, and so on and so forth. So it's just history, and now it's it is better to relate to our own situation. Okay, we need to study the first turning of Dharma. Okay, or the first will of Dharma, and by studying this, we need to understand the Buddha's intent with regard to Four Noble Truths, okay, then we will actually be benefited, okay, from from this pursuit. Okay, I hope this is clear.
Thank you so much, Geshe-la. There is a lot of work to do, so we'll start at that after we close. So now we'll go to the dedication prayers. May the spiritual teachers who lead me on the sacred path and all spiritual friends who practice it have long life. May I pacify completely all outer and inner hindrances. Grant such inspiration, I pray. May the lives of the venerable spiritual mentors be stable, and their virtuous actions spread in the 10 directions. May the light of Lupsang's teachings dispelling the darkness of the beings in the 3 worlds always increase. Iram Gururana Mandalakam Niryatayami. Due to this merit, may we soon attain the awakened state of Guru Buddha, that we may be able to liberate all sentient beings from their sufferings. May the precious Bodhi mind not yet born arise and grow. May that born have no decline, but increase forevermore. In the snowy mountain pure land, you're the source of good and happiness. Powerful Tenzin Gyatso Chenrezi, may you stay until samsara ends. So we'll look forward to seeing you, Geshe-la, and everyone else online tomorrow morning at 8:30 a.m. Pacific time. So see you then.